Let's solve an easy Leetcode question 136, a single number. Give a non-empty array of integer nums, and it's an easy Leetcode question. Basically, every single other number appeared twice in this list, and there's only one number appeared once. So your goal is to write a function to find that single number that appeared only once, and this is the example here, 221, and 1 is the number that only appeared once. And if you look at the second example here, you have 1, 2, 1, 2, right? And 4 is the only number appeared once, and you write 4 here. And the last example, 1 is the only number appeared once, so you output as 1. And here are some constraints here, and each element in the array appeared twice except the one for one element that only appeared once. So you guaranteed that you will have one element that appeared once. So if you look at this list here, this question got asked multiple times in the last 6 months, and you can brute force it, but a more easier approach is to use hash map. And if you use hash map, the thought process is that you write every single number into the hash map with the O(n) time complexity, and when you write each number into the hash map, you keep track of their count. If their count is 2, then you just ignore them, and in the end, you just wanted to look for the number count that equals to 1. If the number equals to 1, you basically just return that number itself, and then that's all you need to do. So I'm going to show you how to do this in code, but when you do in code, I'm going to show you there are 2 different ways that you can write this write to the hash map. There are actually 3 ways, but I'm gonna show you the 2 ways for now. So I'm gonna use a hash map at the beginning of the list. If you want to use for loop to write every single number into the hash map, what you can do is, so for n in nums, so for every single number in the nums here, you're gonna write every single number into the map. So if n not in map, so if n is the number is not yet in the hash map already, so what you wanted to do is you want to write the count for the count is basically map n, that's the count, right? You want set the count to 1 in this case, and then otherwise what you're going to do, otherwise you're going to add 1 to the existing count. So if it's already there and it already has the count, you want to plus equal to 1. That's basically add a 1 to the count. That's one way you can write the hash map. And in the end, what you want to check is for number in map. So for every single number in the map, after you write the hash map, it will basically look like it will have the, let me actually do it this way. After you write a hash map, it will look the hash map will look nouns and a count, right? So for the second example, 4 and the count is 1, and 1 count is 2, and the 2 count is 2. So for n in the hash map, if map n, basically I'm checking the count here. If the count equals to 1, if the count equals to 1, what are we gonna do? We're gonna return the number. So we're just gonna return n in this case, and that's one way that you can write a hash map and find out the number that equals to 1 and return the result. Yep, that's one way. And the other way is if you don't want to write it, and Python actually has a counter function that you can write all these things, every single line of this section of the code, just by using one counter function, which is super straightforward that you can write. The only thing is that, like Leetcode, it already has the counter function. If you're using any other platform for the coding interviews, the counter function might not be implemented. If that is the case, you might have to just import a counter function. So, but it's really, really easy to write, and I'm gonna show you how to do that. And if you want to do that, and you just, all you need to do is you just say map, use the counter function, and you just write the nums here, and then it will basically write it for you, and write everything like this into the hash map to the number and account together, and then you can check that, and then that's it for the, if you want to use the counter way. If you think that this is helpful, please like my video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you soon with more Leetcode questions. Bye bye.